Time consciousness. Very real. And only real. In a transient way. It works a certain way. We make life, we're constantly making life. That's dog. Whoa. It is intense. Time. It appears in the mind. Causality. Relationship between 2 points in history. Yeah, it's a concept the mind lives by. Time. Without it, so many things wouldn't happen. So many. I can't even fathom. Like a relationship between two events is like fucking the basis of any scientific hypothesis. If this, then that. So many things wouldn't happen without time. The usefulness of time is contextual. Because it can put you through some serious fucking psychosis. Serious fucking psychosis when time is gone. So, the way we live life creates memories. Upon that memory, life keeps moving on. So, if that is the case, not saying there is like a freedom from time, as in you kill the concept and time just stops existing. uh, 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 it's not gonna work like that. So many people try, though. They try, they fucking suffer. I tried, dude. I suffered. I tried to kill time. But, but, wanting to kill an aspect of your mind doesn't show an acceptance towards the attributes of the mind. So instead of wanting to kill it, how do we make it something beautiful? Okay, wait. To be very clear, what's dead is dead. But still, how do you make things beautiful? Less pain, more joy. Like me personally, I can invoke like pain on like fucking 50 people for my own joy, but no, that's not the way. That's not the way, because then that fucking pain moves around. It spills into other worlds. No, 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 no. It cannot be made like that. It just cannot be made like that. It's too violent. It fucks things up. It's like inflicting a wound upon other people that you yourself suffer from. It cannot, no, no. So there are two ways of thinking about time consciousness that came to mind. Really cool ways. And all of them built from transience, the ever coming into being of ourselves. And time has to be built from that. So you'll notice time experienced in two ways, right? This is what fundamentally happens. Time as a concept exists, right? The transience is happening anyway. Then you introduce time to it, and it flickers. The transience flickers, right? So if that is the case, if time as a concept is so rooted, fundamentally rooted in our world, then how do you make time? How do we make time in a relationship? What doesn't allow us to make time? And all of this is within the context of the visceral coming into being. Birth, death. Yeah, how do you make time? How do you build something beautiful that doesn't harm but only nurtures? I don't want to harm anyone. I've seen how people are when they want to harm. Oh shit. I became that as well for a while, to be very honest. It's not a good place to be in. It's very violent, stabby. Eh. That was me in time consciousness. So this is how it works, right? We're here and we hallucinate a time consciousness. So typically, if you look at like all these religions, which talk about time, it's like there is this notion of killing time. And one way to put it would be, oh, ये सब माया है, it's just Maya. No, 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 no. It has to be made beautiful. Like, the hallucination happens. We all feel like, oh, we are here. Oh, no, we are almost there. No, we're not. We're almost there. No. So this cycle in time consciousness keeps happening, right? You can either try breaking that cycle or you can try making it beautiful. But making it beautiful imposes constraints. Unfortunately, it does. Yeah, dude. How long has it been since we've been on this planet? Like a billion years or something? I don't know, dude. 70,000 years? Historical evidence? And oh boy, this shit still hasn't been figured out. What the fuck? Man, it's crazy. Mad world, mad fucking world. Makes me smoke fucking cigarettes. But yeah, time consciousness is kind of cool. Wow, there is so much here. There's so much, dude. Wow, it's an intricate fucking world. Like if we pay attention to tiny details in our interactions with each other, if I am able, fuck, I want to do that. Fuck, I'm not able to do that. Fuck. If you're able to do that, you can make something really cool without hurting anybody. Or at least try to. This idea of agency is very weird, very weird. Look, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Look, we. You had two people, my agency goes down 50%. You had three, it's 33. Yeah, it's pretty chaotic. And then you add a billion, and then it's like, well, I don't know, dude. I'm very small. Agency is also a weird one. Diminishing fucking returns. That's what agency is. This is what I want to do. This is the ideal dream, right? Understand the mechanisms, the machinery that has been proposed to solve these problems of human suffering. Psychotherapy, like, okay, to be fair, therapy is like something that makes you feel good. It's something that provokes a realization. So it's not exactly just psychotherapy. It's a lot of things. I personally don't understand how this fucking thing flips itself into finding peace, but it does. So, understand what the world is proposing as a solution to the suffering. Clinical psychology. Go through that. That's one lens of approaching it. Find a woman who's also deeply interested into creating something very fucking beautiful over the long term, like 80 years old and still deeply in love with each other, like children, like fucking children, and then study both simultaneously, because suffering is not personal, it is social. It's like we exist in the same room, and four people come, they sit in a room, we share the experience of the room straight up. It gets more intense if you look. But yeah,